was a scheduled bombardment on that on Fort Legaretto there, and so far I've just rolled for the survivors. Of the Fire Warriors, we have 2 survivors. That's of course going to be Carl and Watson. Now I have to roll for the Ethereal, which is going to be a very annoying thing to lose at this point in the game. So if you'd like to...
And what do you need to roll to save it?
I believe it is a 4+.
Yes.
So...
Hey!
Now, see this here? This being gone like before... This is gone before the game even began, right? And I'm not happy about that. But... Now hold on a minute. If this happened out of the regular turn order, do I still need to take...
Yes, you do.
Fleet? Are you sure?
In the moment he dies.
Anyways, I'm quite annoyed. But luckily I have a second on, so I get to re-roll any of those failed ones. But still, I am quite cross at this very moment. The repercussions will be dire. That is all.
Those like
I'd like you to understand, that was the Guard and Space Marines.
No, Space
Eldar
Marines
had no part in what just happened to any of you.
Eldar made me do it. Eldar made me do it.
Eldar has not been screwing with anyone's mind. Just leave the Eldar alone. Go ahead. You know, I'm saying.
Okay, so we're at the midpoint of turn 1. We've just finished our Orc, Chaos, Necron, Tyranid, and Tau turn. Started off with a bang. With the Orc rocks hitting everything actually. Wiped out a platoon of guard. However, it also hit Tyranids, took out some Gaunts, wiped out some Pathfinders, and a squad of Tau auxiliaries. Just snuffed out in an instant. They just never saw it coming, which is strange considering how big a meteor is. The Tau put marker lights on pretty much everything and used precision strikes to take out a fair number of tanks, including the Land Raider Redeemer. The crew survived though, but the Land Raider Redeemer was destroyed by the area denial nodes. On this flank we had a lot of reinforcements coming in, Kroot, and many demons. The Flamers were able to successfully destroy a squad of Rangers. The Burner Boys magically found themselves teleported over here. Over here, the Chaos Spikes were able to shoot and successfully destroy the Thunderfire cannon. Alright, well I'm activating the Doomsday device here. I'm listing our demands. I'm demanding the unconditional surrender of the planet and its civilian population to the Tau. The surrender of the artifacts of Uman Ra, which are held on this planet, the surrender of the bodies of the nominal leadership of this planet for our Tyranid compatriots, and also the unconditional surrender of the Farseer that stole the Chaos Space Marines colors. So, response?
You can have the Farseer.
You can suck my balls.
Alright. So it's 7 plus, I need a 6 plus. Nope.
Oh, it's on 2 dice. Ew.
Yes, well, despite all the epic build-up, the Doomsday device was not successfully activated. Perhaps next turn we'll see some more action on that front. The Necron pylon back there was able to take 1 structure point off the Titan. The wing, the Tyrant and several Gaunts over there assaulted the Eldar lines and were able to take down a Wraith Lord. Yeah, let's see here. The Stompa didn't do all that much. One of its flamer shots took out some Fire Dragons, and one of its rockets took out a Razorback, and I think that's really it. Everyone else just really advanced as quickly as they could.
The cannon never even got to do 1 new shot.
Yeah. New model syndrome affected the Imperials, and especially the Space Marines, quite substantially. I expect there will be vengeance to follow for this. But until then, we're off to get more liquor. Welcome to the end of turn 1. It has been a significantly less awesome phase than before, but what can you say? It was certainly an eventful one, as you can see. So we've had quite a large number of arrivals. We've had 2 Wind Rider hosts, which have appeared on either side of the board. There's one right here and one at the far end, attacking the Tau from behind. Unbeknownst to us, certainly, there was a squadron of Dark Eldar that arrived from the skies, and they're all over there, also behind the hill there. Have we named the hill? Did we decide on a name for the hill?
I don't know.
Okay,
We'll
get back to you. The warp spiders, deep striked, right over here. There's several platoons of Imperial Guard arrived from the back lines, and of course, 2 super heavy tanks, Hellhammer and a Shadow Sword, arrived over there by the shrine. They're very frightening and large. Okay, on to a shooting phase. It was an eventful shooting phase which opened up with my Herald of Tzeentch, known as Saul the Lucid. It's just a name. Appeared and created a Miraz of Tzeentch on the Eldar Titan there, causing it to fire on its own side. It was able to reduce the Hellhammer there down to 1 structure point, and it was very amusing. The Green Tide, sadly, has been wiped out to a man. There was an Eldritch Tempest, which felled about 1/3 of its number, 59 Orks, and then again 3 full Dire Avenger squads bladestormed it and took out another 80 some odd Orks. And then Supiyox dropped grenades on it, Wraithguard fired on it, Eldrad, Mind Ward, the war boss that was leading it. It was not good, and it was, yeah. The Green Tide is gone, but their spirit will burn on forever in our hearts. Alright, so oh yes, that's right. That hill over there, that hill was actually known as Bunker Hill. So we're referring to that as the Battle of Bunker Hill, and I know if there's any American history buffs out there, I know there has already been a Battle of Bunker Hill, but we're going to call this the second Battle of Bunker Hill, shall we? And
we're scheduled for one 40,000 years later. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see if it turns out any differently. The Warp Spiders sadly wiped out the Weird Boys and the Burnas, and it deep struck over there. That was really about it. The Orks took the brunt, took a lot of damage, but we'll persevere. In the assault phase, the Hive Tyrant and the Avatar went into a massive battle with each other, and the Avatar was felled by the Hive Tyrant. The Gods faced off against the Guardians, but were sadly defeated by a squad of Ogrins, which arrived there. And the Shadow Sect of Karandras was engaged further in the assault in the Battle of Bunker Hill, which is ongoing as of this point. So, at the next time you and I dialogue, we'll let you know about that, because we're here for you. You know, we're just gonna bring you news, because I know you're riveted. So, we're gonna move on to turn 2, and it'll be rad.